Hello and good morning. So today we will study the Young's double slit experiment. This was the first documented proof that light possesses a wave nature and not actually made up of particles. Let us dive into the experiments. So in this experiments, two very narrow openings were taken and a coherent source of light is produced. To produce a coherent source, suppose a light source is placed over here, a bulb is placed here, and it was made to pass through a very narrow opening so that only one single wavefront passes, one single wave source almost passes through it. When it passes through this narrow opening, it actually produces, because the wavefronts are parallel to this single slit, and then these wavefronts, when they reach here, this point will behave as a secondary source to produce wavefront, to produce circular wavefront. When these wavefronts strike these two slits, then these two slits will also behave as secondary sources, as coherent sources, because they are produced from the same wave. So these will be coherent sources. Now when light beam from these coherent sources falls on a screen placed very far away, whose distance capital D, and the distance between these two is small d, then it was observed that the pattern was not from the common perceptions. We think that there will be a beam of light and two spots will be formed, but apart from our normal or casual thinking, there were regions of dark and light fringes which were something different from the day-to-day experiences. So how do we explain this? Is, say, this is acting as a single source, this is acting as a single source producing secondary wavelets. So suppose light from this slit falls on this spot, and light from this slit falls on this spot. Let us name this as a spot P, and from the midpoint, if I draw a line, and let's name this as C. So what happens is, light from these two spots that interfere on this screen, there will be some regions of constructive interferences where a bright fringe is produced and at other spots on the screen dark fringes will be produced because destructive interference will happen. Right now, if I consider S1 and S2, the waves starting from S1 and S2, they will be coherent, they will have